So, welcome to our presentation. Our team's name is Rethink Plastic. And firstly, we'd like you to understand how huge the problem is. Almost 80% of the plastic is accumulated in landfills and ecosystems, and only 9% is recycled, while 12% is incinerated. Next. So almost 9.2 billion metric tons of plastics are present right now in our world, and mostly of them are present in the oceans. So it's a huge problem from both wildlife and the society, the human societies themselves. One of the biggest waste contributors are single-use plastics, such as bottles, plastic bags, plastic packaging, straws, and so on. And the poor waste management across middle and low income countries mean that they are the main source of global oceanic pollution. So that's why we commit to finding solutions to this disastrous problem we are facing, because on average, 8 million tons of plastic reach the ocean each year. And in the context of green entrepreneurship, all trash is a design error. So we are committed to find new tools to bridge the gap between science and communities and finding a solution that helps the environment.
Uh, someone, someone can go to
So,
the next slide.
Yeah, okay.
So the case studies that we have looked are banana leaves, lotus plant, lotus stem fiber yarn, bamboo, then fallen sheet of erica nut plant. So I'll start from the bamboo. Uh, bamboo place bamboo. If I look at the place where I'm staying right now, so bamboo plays a vital role in the life of Manipur. So it has multiple uses, and we use it every day for construction, for making crafts, for fencing, and we also use it for as firewood, and we also use it for making utensils. So from the bamboo, we make crafts like sofa sets. We also make tray, chair, flower vase, ashtray, and so on. And in the tribal community, bamboo is also used as water bottles. So, and now let's look at the fallen sheet of Ericanet plant. So, in Assam, which is located at the northeastern part of India, there is a small-scale industry called Tamil Plates Marketing Private Limited, which was created in 2009 in Assam. So from this Ericanet fallen sheet, they are making plates. So the dry sheets from the plant are washed, dried, and die pressed into disposable plates and bowls of various sizes. The product is not only attractive to customers, it is also hygienic, and it can sustain high temperature, which is suitable for serving hot food. Now, let's look at the banana leaves. Banana leaves are used all over India, and it is especially in the southern part of India. In southern part of India, banana leaves are used for eating food and is considered quite healthy and auspicious. And the banana leaves can be folded and made into plates and cups. And so, and in the Manipur, uh, recently a lady named Vijayashanti Tongram. So she started making the lotus fiber yarn, which she started in 2018. This extracting fiber from the lotus fiber is currently practiced in Myanmar and the Cambodia. Now, thanks to her, so yeah, we can include India also in the list for extracting fiber from the lotus fiber yarn. So to extract the fiber, they have to soak the stem in water for 3 days. This helps the stem to produce a sticky substance inside which is the fiber. To extract the fiber, the stem is broken a few inches from one end and split open, and the gum-like fiber is produced. This is then spread onto a wooden table that is wet and rolled by hand to form one strand of thread, usually 40 centimeter long. Then the thread is allowed to dry under the sun for a few days. Then it can be used to make fabrics either on a spinning wheel or loom. It is a time-consuming process. So, and she uses 1,000 stems or more, and took over 1 month to pr- produce enough thread to make one scarf. So if the process is automated, so it it can be made in a very less time. So now what they are doing is most is everything is done by hand. So it takes a long time for now. And not only this, we also use the lotus leaves for serving foods like uh, like uh, like uh, like we use the banana leaves for serving food. So lotus leaves are also used, and we also like the smell of the lotus leaves. So it's a very common practice using the lotus leaves for serving food in Manipur. Yeah, so we can go to the next slide.
So I'll be talking about the problem statement. So basically, we are targeting single-use product like plastics, bottles, and stuffs like that, and we're trying to make it biodegradable. Like we're finding solutions which are biodegradable and bioavailable and scalable. So we have identified different types of leaves and tree seeds which have common feature, and so we can use them for this purpose of storage and maybe water, keeping water or food packaging. And we want to taste biodegradable polymer sourced from the plants that can be molded in by injections. And we want to also explore some rural and indigenous knowledge in various parts of the world. Mostly our member are from India, and one member is from Colombia. So we are trying to explore the indigenous knowledge. So can I have the next slide? Okay, I think.
That is the first experiment that we have performed. So on the screen we can see a beautiful lotus leaf cup, and now let's see how we actually made it. So the main thing was to improve the mechanical properties of the lotus leaves. So for that, what we did, we basically soaked the leaves in starch water. So we did it for like an hour, and then we air dried it in the sun. So usually the dried leaves are crispy, but this one is kind of edible. So yeah, that can be good if we try to turn it into something good. And then after drying it, we press dyed it, the three layers of leaves into a cup shape, and then it was kept for a day. And yeah, so here is the result that we can see on the screen. And when we tried to put water in it, it was able to hold the liquid. And let's move on to the next one that we tried to check.
So we wanted to incorporate the cellulose into the edible water bottles which are available. So right now there have been research where they've used sodium alginate and replaced the sodium ion with calcium in forming uh, non-water soluble or water insoluble capsules storing water. So to improve the stability, what we have done was like we have soaked the tissue paper in water in sodium alginate solution, and then after which we treat with calcium called calcium salts, and then upon drying we could see that the tissue paper is now holding the shape of the bottle. So we are trying to work to improve the strength of the system. As of now, we have seen that much more optimization is needed as the water was penetrating through the cellulose fiber. So if we optimize such structures, we can create a strong and portable water bottles.
Now this third one we tried with banana leaves. We tried in different shapes. First one is conical shapes, and the second one you can call it as rectangle or trapezoidal shape. So we saw that it could be able to hold water, but we didn't use any adhesive. So some water was leaking. So we can assume that if you use adhesive, they may not leak. But the only problem is that if the first one I actually tried to drop it from a distance of 1 or 2 feet. After two times it's some kind of fracture we observed. So basically its shear strength is less. But the bottom three, they are actually like some adhesive, starch adhesive we use. So it was able to hold water, but not for a very long time. But in our country, in various places we use this to for package to package food and other stuff. We use banana leaves, so maybe it could be an option. But we also explore other option. So we can in the next slide.
Um, yeah, so basically, when we tried using starch, it worked well, but there was still something which lagged. So basically, we wanted some kind of binder or adhesive. So for that, the best option right now was to make a homemade gum. What I actually did is I took refined flour and water and heated it, and then yeah, it was sticky. So using that, I tried to paste these mulberry leaves that I took, and I performed the same thing, like put it in the cup shape holder and let it air dry for like 3 to 4 days. And after that, we can see there is a cup shaped thing. Okay, the strength was good. It wasn't breakable. It could hold a good amount of water even when I tried to take it to a height. So yeah, this kind of worked well. And uh, for future work, like there is a lot we need to do. So we will be discussing about it in the next few slides.
So these are the different materials which were available, which we tested. We tested the lotus stem yarn, lotus leaves, banana leaves, tissue paper, and right now what we intend to do is like use the starch which is available commercially, and then cross link it using sodium phosphate or sodium orthophosphate, which cross links the individual starch molecules to impart further strength to the system and make it more non-water soluble. The challenges in the future work is like to focus on a scalable methodology rather than to focus on to a specific material. And the greatest challenge that we are facing is a sterilization. And we can improve the strength in the transport by adding kirigami and origami based designs. And we suspect an online version of waste dumping data system should be given by the government to input the amount of waste that is being thrown away, and we must rethink our relationship with plastic. So for solution, we need it is a multidisciplinary project. With even though we are focusing only on a single type plastic, we need to look at other plastic products also. Biodegradable material are as an alternative, and then we need to have some research tools that are used by the tribal community, so how it can be helpful for the global community. And this project should be a citizen empowerment through small scale decentralized manufacturing, shipment, and even recycling. So this is our team. Anton Molina is our mentor. Turnam Sanat, Binay Tripathi, myself, Catalina, and Gargi. Thank you. And for further information, you can visit our Notion page. Hello.
Um,
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, you can stop recording.